model merging to you, Charles?
Well, model merging is a way to take machine learning models that have been trained on some task or another, taking the weights of those models and combining them to get a model that combines some of the strengths and abilities of both of them. There are a whole bunch of techniques to do that. I like to think of it a lot as a way to extend the shelf life of models. So you invest all of these resources into fine tuning something to do really well on one task, and then 2 days later, Tencent comes out with a model that does your thing 10 times better or something. There's no reason that the model that you trained has to stop being useful. You can merge it with newer innovations in the field and get the strengths of everything.
Yeah, I mean, that's a great way to describe it. And why did you create MergeKit then? I'd love to hear kind of the story on that, so everyone can hear that on why you went out and created MergeKit.
Right. So I got into playing with local language models around when Llama 1 got released. And I'd been aware of language models for a while. They've been around for a good long while, but I kind of thought of them as of a toy until ChatGPT came out. And then when Llama came out, I realized, oh, this is something I can play with here on my computer. So I started reading all the papers that came out in the space, and I found a whole bunch of interesting literature on merging language models, and I wanted to use those. But as is often the case with research papers, there's not often like stellar production quality code released. Often there's a Jupyter notebook or something released, and it might work, but probably it's designed to be used on a cluster of 8100s or something, or whatever the researchers who wrote that paper originally did their experiments on. They're not going to put a whole bunch of resources into making it generalized to everything. They just want to make the technique work. But I wanted to use these, and I just had sort of my GPU poor resources available, so I had to write my own implementations. So I did, and I threw them up on GitHub. People started using them, and it's kind of snowballed into the state of things we have today.